If you have been applying to schools in the US and still haven't gotten a good scholarship or assistantship, it means that something has to change. You cannot do the same things and expect a different outcome. In this video, I'm going to show you what I would do if I haven't gotten a good scholarship or assistantship to study in the US. If you are new here, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me a lot. Alright, let's get started. One big reason you didn't get a good scholarship is that you applied to the wrong schools. This time you have to search for the right schools. You have to make sure they have funding and that this information is clearly stated on their website. You can send a cold email to find out more if a key information is missing on their website. Top ranked schools may have good offers, but they are very difficult to get into. If you see schools like Harvard, MIT, University of Washington, Columbia University, Stanford, the University of Chicago, Berea College, among others, they are just for a few students. These schools have acceptance rates of less than 3% for some programs. People are quick to recommend. Hi everyone, welcome to another live session. I hope you're all doing well. I'm very excited now about today's live session because I have something to share with you. So yeah, first let me know where you are watching this from. It helps me a lot. I always want to have an idea. So today we are going to do something different. Okay. If you are in any of the I think in WhatsApp group 2, this week people were sharing schools that offer graduate assistantship for certain programs, and if I remember correctly, the first school that they shared was for the first list of schools had to do with public health programs. And so yeah, kudos to the one who compiled that list. I don't know who did it, but I think somebody forwarded it to the group. So yeah, kudos to the person, and I'm going to try to go through each of them. Like, I don't know, I think there are many, I don't know, but we'll try to look at them and then kind of verify the graduate assistantship in those schools. Basically how I would do it if I get a list like that, right? So we are going to look at that, and then yeah, if you have any question, leave it in the chat and I'm happy to respond to them. Okay, about the announcement, okay, let me show you something. So I've been working on this thing for several weeks now. It's taking a lot of time. It's been a lot of work. So I created this visa interview coaching masterclass, and it's just basically what I do in my coaching sessions. How, like, teaching students how to prepare their unique answers and stuff like that. So I decided to put everything together in a video, like in a series of videos, so like in one course. And the course is not done. There are so many things that I'm still yet to add to it and all of that, but some of them are done. Like, some of the sections, they are going to be 12 sections plus the introduction and then the conclusion. But so far what I have done are actually the most important stuff, right? The main things I'm actually done with those ones. One of them has to do with the DX1C form. So here, this one, I made a video about DX1C form earlier this year, or in the middle of the year or so, and I had some comments, so because of that I had to redo everything again. And yeah, everything is here. This one kind of it's at a slow pace, or kind of explain everything. And so the appointment, and I haven't done that yet, so but I've done everything about the DX1C form. And then what the visa interview is about. This is a brief explanation of what the visa interview is about. And this is the most, the juicy part, which is how to craft your unique answers using sample answers, of students that I've coached, like so many sample answers. So there is everything, like just any question that I've come across, in terms of the visa interview, every single question. In terms of the follow-up questions that sometimes come up, they will not necessarily be here, but you are going to find them in another section where, I kind of go through the visa interview experiences of students that I coach and stuff like that, and tell you, the key things leading to their approval and stuff like that, and also people who were denied, go through why they were denied. So here we have almost 50 questions actually. So like 47 questions, and it's not like everything is applicable to like every student. No, some of them they don't really apply to you, and some of them they are less common questions. They are not really going to ask you, but I mean, just for you to know, in case if you want to know everything, you can also know everything. And I'm very sure that by the time you go through this, you'll be an expert in visa interview coaching, because this is everything that you need to know, right? So some of the sections, they have, like some of the questions have more sample answers. Like a question like why this university? It's a common question. So you are going to get about 12 sample answers. Why the US? About 12 sample answers. Who is sponsoring you? About 12 sample answers. For the common questions, you get a lot of sample answers for you to understand the different aspect of it. So yeah, that's just and then so then this is just one section 4. And then section 5, here there will be about, I don't know, maybe more than 20 videos. And then here, and then this one is a video on the channel, but I might make some changes to it. And then this one too, this one I'm not likely to make any change. This one I've actually posted it before, but this one I am going to make some changes. This one I've not posted anything about it on the channel yet. It's kind of visa interview related questions that people have before the interview, this and this, that kind of thing. So yeah, this is just whenever you make a product, you have to kind of go online and then see what people are charging and all of that. And I've actually seen some crazy prices online. So I was thinking about, okay, so the thing is that human beings, we are weird. Human beings, we are strange people. Like, it's always difficult to if you make it, I am trying not to charge as much as people are charging online, even though this is actually the best visa interview coaching course in the whole world. Even if a visa officer makes a visa interview coaching course, I think this is more relatable and more about students, because I have been a student before, that kind of thing. So I kind of know who a student is and what is expected of a student, and what I've been doing for more than 7 years. So I think this is better than anything. And I was thinking about football, right? A visa officer is like a referee, right? A referee is not a better coach than a former footballer, right? So I am more like a former footballer. So I mean, these are things that so I was I saw a lot of like courses online, and I was like, wow. But so I'm just going to charge you guys, for those who buy it until like from now to Monday, you're just going to pay $30. The course is actually not out yet. I'm just going to post the links and everything after this video, but yeah, just like $30 for those who buy it. But after Monday, then I might the price will change to something else, just for you to keep in mind. But yeah, if you want to know everything with this course, you don't even need to watch any YouTube video and all of that. The course is not fully done, but by the time I'm done with it, I'm Tuesday is a holiday, so I'm going to use a Tuesday to do a lot of things. So yeah, that is it for now. And let's go into today's video. Let me pull up the lists, and then quickly let's start exploring. And let me see the okay. One thing I've observed is that in the WhatsApp group too, people post a lot. Like, it's more active than WhatsApp group 1. I think, I don't know, maybe WhatsApp group 1, there are a lot of people who are already in the US maybe, and also it's the first one, so maybe people already know what they are looking for. But WhatsApp group 2 looks like like more like an innocent group where people don't know much and they are trying to learn and sharing and stuff like that. So that's actually interesting. Well, so let's begin with that, and let me see if there is any question. If there is no question, then I'll just go ahead and then start with what's going on. So hi Bright, hi Karen, Raymond,
Hi Raymond, Momeni. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, good to see you. Prince Joshua. The WhatsApp group. So the link is on the main page of the YouTube channel. In at the beginning, I used to put the group link in the description of any of the videos, but I realized that when the group one was full, I realized that is not helpful because eventually a group will be full, and if a group is full and then you only see one group in the description of a video, you will not be able to enter because the group would have been full by then. So then I decided to just put it at one place. So just look at the main page of the channel. You are going to see it there. Benson, hi. Loveline, Abdel Nasser, Niami. You say you're watching from Niami. Niami is Niger, right? Yeah, Niami is Niger. Daniel Sunday. Hey Aaron, what's up? It's been a while. It's been a while. Isa Amidu, Oluwadara, Patrick, Karen says, I want to join the WhatsApp group too. Oh, Karen, you are in group one. Oh, okay, I see. Normally I don't. Normally I want people to be in one group, but I mean, okay, well, we'll see. So yeah. So let me quickly check if there is something here on TikTok, and then quickly I'll just get into once I start exploring the schools, like the programs, there's no going back. So Kofi from England, oh, that's good. I guess you want to come to the US soon, right? And you shared a live, thank you. The boy, hi the boy, welcome. You want to join the WhatsApp group? Okay, I think I've talked about that. And if you're from Ghana, yeah, you also want to join the WhatsApp group. So the boy, yeah, all of you, like the link is on YouTube. Kingsley, yeah, the link is on YouTube. Okay. And on my TikTok profile, once you click on the profile, once you check my TikTok profile, you're going to see the YouTube link. Once you click on it, it will take you straight to where the link is. Okay. All right. So the first school that I have here is University of Memphis. So normally if I get a list like this, that's how I'm going to explore it, right? So I'll just say University of Memphis. If there is any issue with the microphone or the video or anything, just let me know. So University of Memphis, I'll just say public health just to see okay, let me even say masters. And then I'm not going with the sponsored. You have to check the link to make sure it's the correct one. Most of them are just sponsored links and they are not correct. So this is actually what I'm looking for. And then bachelor's degree and accelerated master's. So the accelerated is more like, if you are in a bachelor's degree and then you want to do your master's, then you don't have to, like, you only have to do one extra year to your bachelor's degree, and then you will have a master's in public health. Okay, well, these are the master's program. It's like this public health is like different areas. Okay, well, different concentrations actually. So we can go with any of them and see what's going on. This is my first time of looking at this, so I have to take my time and then kind of try to. But all I'm looking for is, all I'm looking for is, funding information. So I just want to verify what the person, forwarded here to make sure this is not for me. Let me be clear, So this is the requirements 3.0, 3 letters of recommendation, statement of purpose, and the resume or CV. Then they require words evaluation. So, well, it is what it is. So if you don't have it, then it means this is not really good for you. But if you have it, then you can. So let me check here and see if there is anything like funding. Yeah, people suggest a lot of things, but sometimes I don't know, maybe they just list schools. But we can also check the brochure and see, maybe sometimes they will put the information here. So let me check here. I don't see anything about funding. Okay, well. I don't know if the person was just recommending schools or I don't know, because I've told you guys, before you submit an application to any school, make sure they have clearly stated that they offer funding, Because if they've not stated it, then why even waste your time applying to the school? Oh yeah, I just remember something. So I got a comment, somebody saying he cannot see where to submit the application materials. So I had to open the Ohio application. So like, let me just show the person quickly. I told the person to watch this. So uh if you want to upload your transcripts, okay, when you come to academic history, right? So this academic history, once you enter, so you go to add institution, right? Once you enter the information about the school, okay, so this one I already entered it. This one we did this some time ago. Once you enter it, here is something I uploaded. It's just a document, it's not a transcript. So there will be the option for you to upload a transcript. So this is where I uploaded the unofficial transcript. Okay, so that's just how it is. And then I don't know, maybe other application materials. If you go to materials, I think you're going to see the personal statement and then the resume. This is where you upload them. And then recommendation tool, that's where you list your recommenders. So yeah, I push hi guys, and then it's like, we've already done this before, right? So I hope I've answered that question for that person. All right, so here let's keep checking. I don't see public health programs. I mean, they don't really, I don't see anything that shows that they have funding, so I don't want to waste my time on it. One thing you can do is you can send an email to find out. An email will help. So always, that's something you can always do. So here, if you want to send an email, what we can do is we can go to contact us. Then you can just fill this out, and then tell them you wanna so you can just use this form to send an email to them, asking about funding information. So I don't see any funding stuff. I don't want to spend too much time here. So let's quickly check another one. I don't want to spend too much time. So let's say Kent State. The second university I see is Kent State's public health. What's this? So let's check this one quickly. And then we have to check. So here, there's the link. And when we scroll down, we have the admission requirements. So this is all they have. And okay, we receive the strongest consideration for admission. Priority deadline, most of the time it kind of gives an indication that they may have some funding, but it's I don't know, we cannot rely on that, right? So let's keep checking and see if there is anything about funding. I don't see anything about funding. But this can signal that they have funding, but because an application fee is involved in this process, you always have to verify everything. Don't just apply just like that. You always have to make sure they have stated it before you submit and pay application fee, because some of you are even avoiding the application fee, so which means you have to check it very well. So with the masters in public, okay, in person, we're always looking for in person, so in person, that's fine. So yeah, we don't see much here. You can just go ahead and then submit request information, right? This is basically what this is about. You can always request information, so don't just apply like that. And most of the time, if a school has good funding, they are going to state it. If they don't state it like that, if you want to check the faculty, you can also check here. Well, they also have events, right? You can also check events that they have. If you want to check the faculty, this is the people. You go to people, and then you see those in the public health departments. You are going to see all the information about them. So if you click on faculty, you're going to see the professors in the public health program. So these are all the professors in public health with their specializations, and so you can check more about it. If you click on it, you're going to get a bit more information about this lady. So her research areas and stuff like that. So this is not so much information, but you can also copy a name and then Google it or something, or if you want to send an email, this is an email address, that kind of thing. So yeah, so this is not convincing enough for me. I always want schools to be straightforward with these things, because if you have it, you have to tell the world that you have it. If you don't have it, then you cannot tell the world. So that's what my conclusion is about this. So University of Nevada at Reno. So let's check this one too. Masters in Public Health. Okay, let's look at this. University of Nevada, Reno. Okay, well, there's the link. Let's check. So so they say the program is part of the Western Regional Graduate Program, a tuition saving program that makes out-of-state graduate studies more affordable. Okay, well, so public health people are always talking about the SOFAS application. I haven't gone through that before, but one day we can look at that. But I think it shouldn't be difficult. The application is always the same. So we don't know what it's about. So let's click on it and see. So currently for students accepted into the program is of in-states, slightly above eligibility, residency, who meets the residency criteria. So basically, international students living in the US are not eligible unless they are residents of a participating states or territory. Normally, residency is more like you live somewhere. It's more like that is the residency. But when they say international students living in the US are not eligible unless they are residents of a participating state, I'm not too sure what that means. I don't know. Maybe I don't understand exactly what they mean. But with these things you can always if a student is considered an in-state resident, or is eligible for in-state residency for Nevada, they will not be eligible. So this one is not even for in-state people, it's for out of state. Out of state includes international students. But so this program is for those who are out of state, right? And it's probably if you're outside the US, I don't think you qualify for this. I really doubt you qualify. I don't like ambiguities like that. Like when I see ambiguities, it's like, man, I don't because there are so many schools, and I don't like. So they generally have graduate assistantship, but for other programs, right? The graduate school has this, so it's not for public health specifically. I don't think so. I'm not too sure. That's the thing about people recommending schools like that. For some people, as soon as somebody says this school, and then they are quick to want to apply to it, but it doesn't work like that. Before you apply to any school, you have to check for funding, and then when you see funding, then the next thing is to check for the requirements, and then when you meet the requirements, then you have to look at the application fee and stuff like that. If you can get it waived, like by attending an information session, then that's okay. But if you're looking for no application fee, forget about that. Like, nah. And also, even the waivers and all of that, you have to look at your GPA, like how high is it? Because if your GPA is not good and you're chasing free application fee, everyone will tell you it doesn't work like that. So anyways, I'm not too sure if there's anything, but we are trying to make this very quick, and I'm not convinced by what I see. So East Tennessee public health. So if you wanna send an email, that's fine. East Tennessee, when I was coming to the US the first time, I sat in the same plane with somebody. Like, that was the first time we met, and we were actually friends. And he was going there to do chemistry, and I was going to Ohio University. This is 8 years ago, more than 8 years ago actually. So there's a public health. We can check the handbook and see if there is funding information in the handbook. So let's quickly see if we can click on funding here. We don't even see any funding here, but let's go down. And public health, I keep telling you guys, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. The lady I coached, who is in the US to do public health, so if offered, formally accept graduate, if offered a GA or TS, tuition scholarship, file with a graduate school, so with a department chair. So they have assistantship actually. They have assistantship. Yeah, I think they have assistantship, because there's the handbook, and they are saying that if you are offered graduate assistantship, and then you have to fill the form and stuff like so. They have assistantship. And you can also check, you can read more about the program. This thing, it takes a lot of work. Like, you have to read, do this, that kind of thing, a lot of things. But yeah, I can say that East Tennessee, they have assistantship, for the public. Well, the program is not exactly public health. It's in the College of Public Health, but the name of the program is Master of Health Administration. Okay, so they have some assistantship that you can check. Okay, and then so yeah, you can also, there's no GRE requirement for any concentration. Let's check website. Now, whenever there is an application fee and then you still want to be sure, you can always send an email if you want, because yeah, so the program is public health administration. Okay, so we have this, and let's check the next one. Okay, let me press that. University of North Texas. I've been to this school before. Yeah, that was in 2018, I think. University of North Texas. I think it's in Denton. If I remember, I think it's in Denton also. Oh. Public health. Okay, let's check this. So let's check this one, and then I'll quickly check the messages, and then we'll see if we should keep going. All right, so this is bachelor's degree. That's not what we are looking for. So let's go to graduates, and then let me see degree programs, and then so we are looking for, let me just take out the doctoral and then stick to the masters. And let's go through the programs and see. Okay, public health, so that's like P. So let's look at 5 and see. Oh, well, I don't know. Let me see if this is a filter. Okay, well, we have a filter here, so we can. Okay, so public health. I don't know if this filter works. Public health. Let me click this and see. It takes me back to the bachelor's degree. Well, I guess everything I did is cost 90. Let me go to graduate again, and then well, I guess I have to do the same thing again and go down. Let me clear this one. The filter is not really helpful, so I don't know. Maybe I didn't do something right, but yeah, it's just so difficult to find it. Okay, wow. Public health, I should probably be under humanities. I don't know. Let me masters. Okay, program type grad. I believe it's grad. I don't know. Okay, look. Yeah, so I told you it's in Denton because I've been there before. Denton. Well, humanities. Let me go with health and wellness. So I think it should be somewhere here. We don't find it here. Well, I don't see public health masters. I don't think they have public health masters based on the filters that I chose here. Maybe this isn't. This not. Okay. Let me take out this and see. So political, international. Okay. History, social work. I don't know, maybe health services management, maybe that's something more closely related to. Okay, well, we have a health services administration. So yeah, sometimes you might not even get what you want, but you have to look at something which is closely related to it. And yeah, just to get here, once you get here, then you can later on look at what you are really interested in. So I think anything, the only two that are closely related to the public health are these ones, health services, And let's click on tuition and aid. Okay, before that, let's go down a little bit and see maybe there is something here. Okay, well, I don't see anything, right? So um tuition and aid, let's see. I don't know. This book they are playing. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is actually MBA, so it's not even. I don't know. I didn't even see this. It's MBA, so I don't think anyone who wants to do public health is interested in this. So let me even close this. And then so let's probably this one, health services. Okay, health services. So okay, before I click on this, let's go down. Okay, well, let's go up, then let's check. Well, the program is even online format, online. So yeah, it's not what we are looking for, online. So that's not, it's online. Sometimes when I'm coaching students, they're like, oh, I don't know what the program is about. In this one, even though it's online, it's providing information about what the program is about and all of that. So so yeah, I mean, I don't think it's online. So the format is online. That's not what we are looking for. So anyways, let me check comment section quickly before I. So now let me let me start with TikTok. So Mona Lisa, so you can, the WhatsApp group, yeah, I think I've said it several times. You can join the WhatsApp group. The link is on YouTube. Okay. Mona Lisa is from Nigeria. Malek, you are searching about. You say you are searching about PhD biology with conditional approval to study English first. I don't know what you mean, but so it looks like you want to do PhD, but you want the school to give you a conditional admission, which means that a conditional admission means there is something that you have to do for the conditional to be unconditional. And in your case, maybe because you need to improve your English, so that so I don't know, why don't you take an IELTS or something, and then just apply into and try to get unconditional admission, something like that. Or if you're searching for schools with human resource offering assistantships, yeah. So all the schools that we are looking at, you can also still look at these schools and see if they have human resource. The same thing that I'm doing, and I have actually recommended some schools already, so you can check those schools out. You said, can I coach you? I don't have time to coach. I don't have time to. The study abroad process, you have to go through it yourself. And US education requires you to know how to do research. And so if you're not ready to do research, then you're probably not ready to come, honestly. Bachelor's degree in accounting and finance with funding. Currently having HND in accounting. So you guys, I don't know, everybody's suggesting a program, and that's not how it is. Like, you have to look at what I am doing, right? Everything that I'm doing, then apply the same thing to yourself. Like, assuming you are the one doing for a specific program. So if you're interested in a bachelor's degree, the same thing, you can type bachelor's degree in this. If you are not sure about the program that you want to pursue, you can go to academics, and then you can go to bachelor's degree like this. And then here you are going to see all the bachelor's degree programs that they have. Maybe you want to do art history, but actually you come here and then you see that, oh, there is actually art education. Then maybe that's what you want. Then you can check what that is about. Then on campus, and you can check, the tuition and aid, and see the kind of scholarships they have and all of these things. And there are videos on the channel about some of these things. So yeah, they have department scholarships and stuff like that, and you can click on them. Well, this one is the FASA, so it's not even, you can check the Eagle scholarship. And this is something you have to explore. The study abroad thing, you have to explore it. Nobody can get you something better than you can get for yourself, honestly, but it just takes time, and you cannot skip steps. You have to be ready to put in the work. So on YouTube, let's see. Okay. Kehinde from Nigeria, Knight from Ghana, Paul from Nigeria. Knight says, is it possible to apply for US visa and book an appointment even before you apply to schools? I'm asking this because of the appointment data wahala. Well, the thing is that before you can book an appointment, you have to fill a DX1C form. And before you can fill a DX1C form, you need an I-20. And you can only get an I-20 if you have admission from a school. So it's just how it is. You have to get admission before you can think about visa interview. What if you you pay for the visa fee and all of that, and then you don't get appointment, you don't get an I-20, you don't get admission? So then it doesn't work like that. You can always get appointments. I don't know why people are worried. People tend to be worried about appointment. No, just, I keep telling students, look for dates every morning, every dawn. Keep searching for dates. They post new dates, and that's just what you have to do. And if time is running out, you can always look for an emergency appointment, right? It's not a big deal like that. Sylvia is from Ghana. Temi there says, how can one know the university or courses that offer full tuition waivers if one has a strong academic background and isn't financially buoyant? So all you have to do is to pick the school, go to Google, and then look at academic section. Academics is going to, or you can even look at admission. You're going to see the list of all the programs, and then you look at what you want, and then you click on it, the program you are interested in, and then look at the requirements, and everything normally will be on the website. If you check the website and you don't see it, then you can send an email. There will always be a contact for you to reach out to about your application questions, and the person will help you out. And once that is done, when you look at the requirements, most of the time they require a GPA of at least 3.0. So when you check and then you have a GPA which is maybe 3.4 or something, then the next thing is you have to look at other requirements, which other application materials, which includes the personal statement, the resume. Look at some schools will tell you what they want to see in the personal statements, and then which means you have to consider those requirements. Some of them, they will emphasize certain things on the website, and depending on what they are emphasizing on the website, if you have an experience in that area, then you can bring all of those things in your resume. George Washington is offering fee waiver if you attend information session. George Washington University, I will not I will not recommend George Washington University, because the cost of attendance will be about $120,000 and even if they give you a scholarship, you are still going to have a lot to take care of, and it might be even very difficult to get into and all of that. I've been to Washington DC before, and the place, traffic and all of those things, like, so I will not even I will not prefer there. So but if you want, you can, I keep telling you guys, be careful of chasing the free application fees. So yeah, the schools we've looked at 1, 2, 3, 4 schools, 5 schools actually. University of South Florida, all these schools, that's the thing, you have to spend a lot of time on this thing, like you take them one by one. And then public health itself, I am not, I'm not, it looks like a lot of students like public health, but it's also very difficult to get into. University of South Florida. So let's click this, and then we can go to, they have events. You can check you can follow, like watch the events and ask your questions if you want to. But we are going to look at the prospective students and see what they have. We can check the application process, and but before that, let's check the tuition and fees. They have scholarships. I don't really like scholarships if you're coming to do masters, because these scholarships are undergraduates. They have the graduate scholarships. Okay, they have assistantship. Graduate students within USF's College of Public Health may also receive support. Yeah, so yeah, South Florida, they have funding. Okay, so yeah, but then you have to check that requirement as well. So let's see the requirements. Where is it? So yeah, you can check South Florida. Let's check this. And public health, let's look at this one. Okay, and so there's the information. It means everything, you have to do everything through the SOFAS application portal and the personal statements. So they are saying they want to see you express indicate your interests, more like why do you want to pursue the program and how they will contribute, how you hope to contribute to the field and stuff like that. And yeah, 2 letters of recommendation, resume or CV. I just want to see if maybe there is funding here, but based on what we saw, yeah, sometimes they will say the graduate program has funding, but actually the funding may be reserved for PhD students. Sometimes that's just how it is. So you have to send an email. If you send an email to a school inquiring about the application process or funding information, they are going to respond to you most of the time. But if you send an email to a faculty in the school telling the person you want the person to be your advisor and all those things, most of the time they will ignore them because yeah, it's like you're not even here yet. What even shows that you get admission and all of that? So that kind of email, most of the time they get ignored. So, but yeah, based on here, this one is the College of Public Health, so they have funding. We clicked on this. Okay, well, actually it was today. So College of Public Health, right? On this page, they are saying that they have scholarships and graduate assistantships. So here you can look at this one. Okay, now let's look at another one. What do I have? University of New Mexico. The list is really long. The list is really long, and I mean, as we've already seen that some of them, they are not really helpful, but some of them we've seen some helpful ones so far. So yeah, that's just how it is. You cannot expect somebody to just give you everything fully cooked schools like that. No, you have to, I said master's degree. You have to be willing to put in a lot of work. If you don't want to put in the work, then okay, well, which one? So it should be this one, New Mexico. So okay, we can check the brochure, but before that, let's keep going down and see. Let's click on the graduate program. Okay, well, let's go down. Sometimes if a school is even good with funding, they will even put it somewhere here, but we don't see any funding thing here. So let's go up. Then I'm only seeing PhD. Okay, but well, there's masters here. Let's click here. This will tell us everything that we need to know. So okay, I hope you guys can. Well, it looks very small. Okay, let me close this thing. Yeah, it's very, very small. The test is very small, but yeah, I have not seen anything about funding. So I am actually not sure about the school in terms of funding. I'm not too sure. The requirement is about the way the program is. And okay, let's click application. So there's the requirements, and yeah, I think one of these is I have to look at the SOFAS application, because it looks like it's a big thing when it comes to public health applications. Yeah, so if you still want to look at the school, you can email them, right, for them to give you more information about funding and all of those things. So, but I'm not too sure about this one. I'm not too sure. So Wright State. Okay, Wright State, they might offer something. Wright State public health. So Wright State Public Health. Okay, School of Medicine. Okay, let's keep going. So they require, okay, so those, if you have like GP of 2.7, so then you can look at Wright State. Let's look at the GRE. GRE is not required. Now let's see if we'll find funding, because funding is okay. Are there assistantships? So they're saying that they have the following funding opportunities. So they have teaching scholarships, they have graduate assistantships. So yeah, Wright State, I actually feel like Wright State might have something, but yeah. So if you want to do public health, you can look at Wright State University as well. Okay, then what else? Nothing Law University. Nothing Law University. Nothing Law University. So some of you, I'm sure you know why I'm laughing. Who knows why I'm laughing when I when I read Nothing Law University? Tell me in the chat if you know why I was laughing. Nothing Law University Public Health. Oh my God, masters. So, okay, this one. So they have teaching waivers. So this is what I actually like about schools like that. Like, you have to be very clear with students. No ambiguity, and we don't have that. I don't like that kind of thing. Everybody has to be clear. I want this, I don't want this. I have this, I don't have this. That kind of thing. So this one, they don't have, like, so full tuition is more like partial assistantship, right? It's not full assistantship, which is actually very good. Like, in a way, like, it will get your visa approved if you have full tuition waiver. So they're saying that they have two tuition waivers for new students coming in for 2024. This information has not been updated. This is, what are they doing? So now we are looking at for 2025. So, and NIU has eliminated the more expensive out of state tuition rates for both undergraduate and graduate students. Okay, that's good. So yeah, I mean, once we see this, the next thing, if you have information, you can email the coordinator, okay, the public health coordinator. So I like this thing. I like to see things like this. How to apply is where we check the application requirements. So they are saying that an undergraduate GP of at least 2.75, can get into public health, and then they require GP of 3.0. Well, they require 3.0, but then they are also saying that 2.75 can also might be able to get you into the program, right? Okay, no. You may enroll as a student at large. Okay. Well, the link doesn't even work. So, but basically, this is what they require. This what they don't require the GRE, which is a good thing. Then 2 letters of recommendation. So public health, you can look at Northern Law University. Let me check the comment section quickly to see if you guys know why I was laughing. I was laughing. Okay, well, I should talk about international relations. International relations, look at Ohio University. The live session is not for every program, right? It's just based on what students want, right? So I cannot just look at everything in one day. So I try to break it down, and then today I look at this, tomorrow I look at another thing. But whatever I do in one video is transferable to other things. That's just how it is. And in every live session, I answer questions. I say so many things that if you actually kind of follow it, you'll be able to know what to do when it comes to your own unique situation. Honestly, that's just how it is. Okay, so the same thing that I'm doing, you can do the same thing. It's just how it is. I had an equivalent GP of 3.95, but some mentioned it's only part tuition that will be waived. Tell me that, I'm not sure what you mean. And when you say some mention, there are a lot of people who talk. People talk a lot. Some of them, they don't even know what they are saying. Like, we just live in a world where everybody wants to give an opinion. Like in my WhatsApp group, right? Sometimes I'll see certain things, I'll be like, so this, and you are still in your home country. I like it when students are trying to be helpful, but I don't like it when people make it look like they know it, like, do this or don't do this. No, even me, sometimes I can tell you something and I'll be like, okay, well, I might even get it wrong. So if you still believe you know what you're doing, go ahead and do it. Because yeah, a lot of things are not kind of straightforward like that. But people mention a lot. I so masters of engineering. That is rare for funding. I don't know about that, but engineering you should get funding, because engineering, in the US, I think engineering should be able to get something. So you want to mail. So tell me there. I don't know what your question is really about. I don't remember the program. I don't know if you mentioned the program already, but 3.95. I don't know. When you tell me 3.95, I don't know what 3.95 is, unless you tell me your GPA in terms of 4.0. That's what I'm familiar with, and that's what the US system is about, right? They want a GPA that is over 4.0. So the link to the WhatsApp group is on the YouTube channel. Okay. Oh, your GPA is 3.95 out of 4.0. Wow. Then I think you have a very good chance. Like, people like you can chase free application schools, because yes, your GPA is so high. Like, so wow, that's amazing. So yeah, I think you have a very good chance. And if the school has full funding, you can get full funding. I don't know what this people telling you are going to get partial funding or something. I'm not too sure. I think your GPA is high enough. Okay. What about for 3.58? You said 3.95 or 4.0. Now you're asking me the same person. You have two GPAs. Is that what you're telling me? But even the 3.58 is still good enough, because yeah, it's still above 3.5. 5.8 is still above 3 point. So it's actually good. I think you have a very good chance. 3.58. Okay. All right. So you guys, nobody has answered why I was laughing. Well, anyways, is it possible to apply for? Okay, well, sometimes you come back and then you miss a message. You don't know where you were and all of that. Okay. Do VOs consider age before visa approval? Well, not really. Not really. I mean, some of these questions, they are not A, B. They are not yes or no. That kind of thing. There are nuances to them, and so sometimes it takes everything for somebody to know. Whether it depends on a lot of things, but I don't think so. It's not. You can be 40 years, and then maybe you finish your bachelor's degree and you've been working for a while, and now you want to come to the US to do your master's or something, or MBA or something. Yeah, I don't see any issue with it, especially if you have a good scholarship. Like, that will make your life easy for you. But Angel says, what about University of Colorado at Boulder? Is it great? I know someone who is at University of Colorado, and he's doing economics PhD. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's good or not, but he's there doing PhD, and he was fully funded. PhD, most of the time they will fund you. So yeah, he was actually a student when I was a TA at UCC. So it's funny. This is just a funny thing. In 2015, I was a TA, right, at UCC, and he was in level 400, and now he's in his final year in PhD, and I'm in my fourth year. So he's in his fifth year, and I'm in my fourth year. So yeah, so we're taking me. That's just how it is. Anyways, yeah, Ahmed, Tofik. If I remember, I think you're the one who, the YouTube has this feature about more like the one who engages with your website, with your channel a lot. And I think Ahmed Tofik is always the number one. I think since the time I started checking this, he's always number one. So yeah, nice to see you. Jonathan Abraham says that's your school. Exactly. So that was why I was laughing. Yes. So that's actually the reason I was laughing. So yeah. Kofi says, yeah, you taught me and that Dr. Dasmani. Oh, so I taught you. Oh. T.A. Shaibu. They used to call me T.A. Shaibu. Well, so Temide says, I have a DP. The person doesn't. What do you mean by DP? It's not everything I understand, though. You guys, you have to tell me everything, because if you give me abbreviations, I will not know what it is. Okay. So yeah, Northern Law University, if you want full tuition to do public health, Northern Law University, I know a lot of Africans who are here. A lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. A lot of Ghanaians and Nigerians specifically who are here in Northern Law University. So yeah, I know people in English, public health, economics, statistics, like all these programs. Okay, and communication studies. So let's look at another university. I think we've done a good job today. I believe we've done a good job because we've looked at a lot of these schools. University of Southern Mississippi. University of Southern Mississippi. Public health. So I think I kept the list, so I'll be able to tell you, all the ones that we kind of, found something good. Okay, let's so we can go with the first link, and then we scroll down. Sometimes I want to explore bachelor's degree programs, but the people who are interested in studying abroad, like most of them are coming to do graduate studies. Most of them are like maybe 90% are people coming to do masters and PhD. Like, so it's like, what do? You have to so we're interested in this one, so we have to, you just have to kind of look at those people. That's just how it is. And I mean, I've still done some things about bachelor's degree students and all of that. And I am not an expert when it comes to bachelor's degree programs, even though it's the same thing. You go through the same process, because I came here to do my master's. So if you want to do your master's, I have so much information, and I have helped so many people, like since 2016. That was when I started helping people with all of these things. So that is where what I know much about. And also I am doing my PhD, and I went through the same thing, right? I applied for PhD, like all these things, and I can tell you a lot about masters and PhD. But when it comes to bachelor's degree, it is mainly based on the people that I coached, right? The people who are here that I coached, they are the ones that I get a lot of this information from. So yeah, I am not an expert when it comes to bachelor's degree. Now, I'm also not an expert when it comes to HND and all of these things. But if I were in your shoes, I would think about if I doing the top up and then getting more credit hours and coming to do my masters. That's what I would do. But if you have HND and you want to do bachelor's degree and all of these things, then you have to take the SAT. If you have HND and you want to do masters, you have to do evaluation, and that one, people say it might not get to your GP. It might not get to your GPA to a US equivalent. I don't know. Maybe sometimes, maybe not. It also depends on your credit hours and all of that. So I don't like risk like that. So I will be patient and do what I have to do to get here. So yeah, I hope what I've just said makes sense. So public health, let's see. Okay, let's look at the requirements first. And so GRE, they say it is, well, this is not public health. I could tell when I read that, I knew it wasn't the public health. This is general application information. So yeah, that's I don't like websites like this, because everything here is actually general. It's more like general. Okay, well, maybe nursing. Okay, so here they are saying traineeships or scholarships may be available from federal and state funding, so depending on the selected area of I'm not too sure. Yeah, if you're not sure, just send an email. That's what I can say, because I don't like schools not being clear enough. So this is a person you can send an email to if you want more information. Okay, you can also click on faculty if you want to know the faculty in the school, like the professors, right? So that's faculty. That's what faculty is about. But I'm not sure about this. So let's look at another school. Okay, we've done 1 hour. Let's let's do 1 or 2 and maybe 3 or maybe 2, 3 or so, and let's see. Idaho State. I said 2, then I saw Ball State, and I was like, oh, Ball State will be interesting to look at. That's why I extended it to 3. Okay, so let's see this one. And Idaho, I'm not too sure if they will have assistantships, but we can check. Okay, so scholarships. So they have a scholarship. I always say that scholarships, okay, they have subject to funding availability. So yeah, they have assistantships, but yeah, it depends on funding availability. Probably they don't always offer it or something, but at least this is a good sign. When we see this, we are happy because we at least we know that they may have something for you, right? So you can inquire more to make sure they have a lot of funding. In a way, like maybe you can find out how many people who get funding, and we can check the requirements here. Okay, so everything that you need to get into the school is here, so you have to check. Most schools require a minimum GPA of 3.0. That's just how it is. So well, yeah. So that is, so we can keep this as well. Then let me check. There's North Dakota, University of North Dakota. So we have some schools, and some of the schools, when they are good for public health, it means they are likely to be good for other programs, like your program of interest. That's just most of the time how it works, because it means that those schools have funding to give to students. That's just how it is. Okay, let's go with this one. Then we scroll down. This is online. Okay, online graduate certificates. We are not looking for certificates. We want in-person degree. So okay, so they have a degree here, right? So it's on campus and then online. That's a good thing. Okay, so fall deadline. When you see deadline August 3, don't be misled. August 3 is for those who are already in the US. If you're outside the US, that's not your deadline. Your deadline is maybe ending of January or ending of December. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's go back here. So let's look at financial aid. So School of Medicine and Health Sciences. So they have graduate assistantships. So North Dakota. North Dakota is something. It's a place that you can check. Okay, and the application fee is $35 if I remember. I think it's but you have to do evaluation. North Dakota, University of North Dakota. I think you have to do evaluation. So that's just something to keep in mind. And the application fee is $35. I'm very sure about this. So yeah, we can keep this one as well. And then Georgia Southern University. Southern. Is it Southern or Southern? It's funny. Depending on who you are speaking with, you have to change your accent sometimes. It's just the way it is. Yeah. The thing is Southern. They say no, it's not Southern. It's Southern. Like, are you serious? Like, so then we have a masters in public health, and we can see if they have anything good. I am doing live session. Somebody is testing me. Like, really? Like, I mean, somebody is testing me on WhatsApp. Like, like, people will not follow the live session and ask their questions and all of that, and then they will come and then be disturbing me. That I don't have a lot of time like that. They'll come and be disturbing me. Meanwhile, if you follow the live session, you know everything that you need to know. You don't even have to pay money to anybody. You learn everything that you need to know to apply to schools. But people don't want it like that. They want you to charge them and do it for them. Me, applications, I'll never charge anybody to do applications for anybody, because no, for applications you have to do it yourself. Visa interview, yes, I'll charge you that one for my time and all of that. Even that one, it wasn't always like this. I used to do everything for students for free. Everything. When I say everything, not even like doing it for free. Actually spending my money. But yeah. They have scholarships, and this website, is it because I'm talking so I'm a bit distracted? So these are the areas of, okay, let's look at admission information and see the deadline. Yeah, so they have assistantship. This one, they are very clear. They have assistantship. The priority admission deadline for consideration for the graduate assistantship. How do you pronounce this? JPHC or HPH? So they have assistantship. So yeah, if you apply before February 1st, you can get assistantship to the public health programs. Now, one thing I want you to understand is that I am talking about these things, but at the same time, everybody is getting the same information. So that makes it very competitive. So which means you have to also make your application very competitive, right? In terms of the personal statement and all of that. For the GPA, you cannot do anything about it, but you can also work on other stuff, right? So yeah. So that's just how it is, right? So we have several schools so far. That's actually very good. The one who sat down to compile the list has done a good job. Um. So okay. Public health. So like I said, public health was the first one on the list. So next week, I'm thinking we'll look at the second program on the list. Ball State, you guys know that you have to do evaluation, right? So Ball State, they tend to have funding. People say, "Oh, I applied to Ball State, I didn't get funding," but there are people who also applied and they got funding, which means, yeah, maybe 20 people applied to the same program and then they only selected 3 people. So your application was not as competitive as other people. That's just how it is. So yeah, but Ball State, they offer funding. So public health. When I see this department scholarship and all these things, this one is more like general. So well, I'm even looking at bachelor's degree. That's not what I sign up for. That's not what I sign up for. Let me see if there is masters. I don't even see masters. Okay, masters. So with the public health, they don't have like public health masters. What they have, based on what I see, they have public health bachelor's degree, but they have master's degree in nutrition and dietetics. So I don't know. That's what I think. I don't think they have public health masters. No, they have public health bachelor's degree. So nutrition. Let's click this and see. And I'm very sure they will have assistantship. Okay, so they have related programs. So if you check this one and you don't get funded, then you can check the related programs. It's even good they have something like this, right? So that you can get into the school, and then when you get into the school, then you can think about other things later. All right. So I don't know which one. They have 2 parts, so I'm struggling to choose which one, but let me go with the first one. So this is the requirements for the first one. They have an internship. Okay, well, yeah, the fee waivers, I've already told you, Ball State, you can apply for free, right? Among the schools that I applied to, you just have to attend an information session, and then after the session, they'll give you a code to apply for free. Yeah, the information is really not clear, but if you want, you can just send an email to this person. Okay, click on it, and you can, let me just click on it just to make sure. So well, you can view the email address, so we can send an email to this person, right? If you want to find out more about the program. I don't want to find out more, so let me forget about it. And then I'm going to do the last school. There are still several schools here, but I'm just going to choose one more and forget about the rest. Okay. Yeah, let me just do West Virginia University. West Virginia University, the cost of attendance is going to be very low, and they might have some offers too. West Virginia is, it's not a rich state, but yeah, West Virginia. I got distracted. West Virginia. I've been to West Virginia so many times, like when I used to live in Ohio. West Virginia public health. So this will be the last thing that we look at, because I'm tired, and I've shown you how to, look for what you are looking for. If you have a list of schools, you just Google it, will give you everything that you need, and you have to look at the one that makes sense. We don't want anything online. So this one, there is no online. You can go with the first link. It works. And then we can scroll down and see everything that is on the page. Some things might not be clear, but you have to keep checking. And let's check the frequently asked questions. Maybe we might get something. Opportunities to collaborate. Is it a big school? Why? Okay, well, I just so the frequently asked questions, I don't see anything that is of interest to me. So maybe they have public health and health administration and all these things. Let's go back here. And okay, well, I don't see funding. Normally when you don't see anything like this, it's a signal that there is nothing there's nothing for you. But let's check tuition. Normally they might yeah, I don't think they will fund you. Okay, I don't think so. But yeah, if you want to be sure, you can contact the person here. Well, you have to just fill the form and tell them what you are interested in, and then be specific about your questions. So basically, we want to know, we are interested in the program and want to find out about the funding opportunities for international students, right? That's just what we are interested in. So yeah, that is it for the public health. So let me just go over the school. So we have oh no, did I say I don't remember. Did I say we are interested in this one? Ball State. Did I add Ball State to the list? I don't think so. I don't think I added Ball State. I don't think so. I'm not too sure. But we know that Georgia Southern University, right? That they offer some funding. We know North University of North Dakota, and then we know Idaho State University. We know they offer, so that's 3, and then North Illinois University, so that's 4, and then Wright State, that's 5. The University of South Florida, that's 6. So I think it's the same thing. That's 6 and the same thing. So 6, and then the last one is East Tennessee State University. So we have 7 schools from the list that we have seen that they offer assistantships to international students, and some of them, the other ones, you may want to send emails to verify the information on their websites. Well, find out about information missing on their websites. Okay, so yeah, so I think these are the schools that we wanna and I've told you that at the end of this session, I'm going to provide you with I'm going to share some links for those who wanna get the course for $30, but it's going to be obviously higher than I can play. I don't know if I play something. I don't know if you guys can hear anything that I play here. I have not tried that before, but this is more like the introduction. This is the introduction, and this is more like what you will learn. So it's like, okay, so let me play this. I don't know.
Section 1 of the course is about everything that you need from admission to visa interview, with videos on the I-20, DX1C form, visa appointment booking, service fee, and the visa fee.
So
Section 2
that's
how to fill the DX1C form correctly and how to book a visa interview appointment. Section 3 briefly explains what the visa interview is about. Section 4 gives
maybe you can look at this one.
Question 20. Why have you changed schools? Well, if you presented a different school in your previous interview and was denied, the visa officer is interested in why you have changed schools. Your answer can go like, I got my admission letter from A university very late, and I had already started processing my visa with school B, which is my second choice. School A was always my first. This is actually a long video. Okay, well, not this one. Maybe a video like let me I want one of the long videos, because they are more like common questions, right? So because they are common, I had to provide a lot of information about them. I think this is a long video, so like this one. Ask why this university. The visa officer is trying to make sure you have done your. So this one had a lot of sample answers, I think. Now part of this answer also came from why do you want to study. Oh no, what did I do? Sample answer 12. I chose such as race,
So some of the answers, they are long because the whole point is to have a lot of information. I didn't prepare these answers. Most of them, the student prepared them, and so it's like you don't have to remember everything, but you have to make sense, that kind of thing. So this one had 12 sample answers, that kind of thing. So like, why the US? This one also has to be a long video, I think, because it's also a common question, But for some of them, they are very short. So so this is actually more like based on coaching and stuff like that. So yeah. So let me just respond to the comments and then we'll end the live session. Okay. DP is display picture. I don't even remember what he said about DP again. Okay, you say you have a display picture. The person doesn't. I don't understand what that is. I don't know what you mean. Okay. The person that commented his GPA is someone else with a black display picture. I really have no idea. So I can get into the school and apply for a course change. What do you mean by a course change? Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, you can. The whole point about this application thing is you want to. For most of you just want to come to the US, and once you come, you have the opportunity to switch. I know people as soon as they they came to the US to do 110, like they got admission and funding to come and do 110. Well, admission without funding, actually, that's so when they came, then they switched to a different program. So I know somebody who got admission to do financial economics, right? As soon as he arrived, he realized that financial economics wouldn't serve him better, so he decided to go to the coordinator of the information and telecommunication systems coordinator, right? The coordinator of that program. So the person went to that person, spoke with the person that he just arrived and he wants to do that program and all of that. Once you are in the US, it's easy to switch to certain programs. So then the coordinator worked out some things for him and he was able to enroll in that program. So he abandoned the financial economics and started the IT program. And even the IT program, he got a full teaching waiver. So so once you are in the US, these things. Akin says, how can I get the list? The list will be in the description of this video. Once this video ends, that's why I saved, I didn't close these tabs, so I'm going to put the link in the description of the videos, okay, of this live session. Okay. Please, how can I get the WhatsApp link? It's on the YouTube channel. Okay, once you click on the YouTube link on TikTok, it will take you to the main channel, and all the links are there. If yes, says I have a bachelor's degree in HR, can I pursue a master's in a different course and still apply for assistantship? It depends. Some schools want you to have at least some courses in the program that you want to pursue. So every school is different. Some of them, they don't care. All they care about is you have a bachelor's degree, then they can, normally if you want assistantship, you should have taken some courses, because assistantship means you are either coming to do research or teach or something, or maybe grade or something, and normally you should have some background in that field. It helps, but you can also do administrative duties where you don't have to do anything, like academic and all of that. But it depends, right? It depends. So so TikTok, thank you for joining. Let me finish with YouTube. And so on YouTube, let me see what I have here. Leah says, hey Shai, any school for chemistry? Most schools, all the schools that we've looked at today, check their chemistry program. I'm sure they have something. I've also recommended 20 schools for masters, and I'm sure all of them will have something good for chemistry students. Chemistry students. Ohio University is one of them. North Illinois University, like all these schools. Knight says, is it possible to apply for US before? Okay, well, I think I answered this one. Okay, Karen says your school. That's true. Jerry says, what to expect at the port of entry? At the port of entry, the CBP official is only going to look at your I-20 and then your passport. Those are just the two things. And then, most of the time for students, they will just take these documents, scan the passport to make sure, when you scan the visa actually. So the person will look at the passport, the visa, and look at your face to make sure you are the person. Scan it and make sure the details, everything makes sense and all of that. and then your I-20. I think those 2 documents, and that's all. Then they will let you go through. But if you're coming to do other, if you're coming as a visitor or something, then they will look at they will ask you, they are more likely to ask you questions about why are you coming to the US, where will you stay, your, that kind of thing. F1 student, they might not ask you, but if they ask you, you are going to the school, and you just have to. So that's just how it's not really scary like that. People make it look scary, but it's not. Nah, it's not scary, right? Once you have a valid visa, Max tutorial says, "Hi Shai, how is life? I'm very good. Please, how can you link me to anyone who is being admitted to Southern Law University, Edu as well? I had admission yesterday. Wait, let me be honest with you. People who come, it's strange, but when people want to come here, they want to get all the help. But as soon as they come to the US, they don't even want to help those who wanna come. Like, it's this is my experiences. So I even don't like to even ask anybody anything. I always think that they came here, so you have to also do everything on your own. You don't need anybody. Just use the information. If they are your friends, then they can help you. But if they are not your friends, because things get very busy here and people are not willing to help. I used to help people with personal statements, and so there were, at some point I got busy, and I said, these guys that I've already, I've helped, and they should also help other people, who want to come. And they were messing up, they were misbehaving, so it's just difficult like that. I don't even want to, Tawfiq. Nice. Maths teacher says my program is mathematics. So many schools, so many schools will give you assistantship if you have a good background. I would love to communicate with you and find out about certain things about you can. I don't respond to emails. Emails is tiring, so the only way you can reach out is WhatsApp. So you can join the group and then send your message, and you can leave the group after I've responded to your message. But note that I don't respond to messages immediately all the time. Most of the time I don't, I'm not even online and all of that. But it could take like 2 days, a day, sometimes immediately. So that's just for you to know. But you can send your message, and when I have time I'll respond to it. And the best thing is to join a live session and ask all your questions, okay? Because that one I'm able to give detailed answers about whatever question you have. Ojumu says, I would love to. Okay, well, I think I just read that. Brandy, please, I need clarification on West evaluation. I did my degree in 2 schools. Please, how do I get both to send my? Yeah, I have not done that before, but that's something you should find out from the school. I think you just have to. I don't remember how. I did my evaluation in 2016. Probably January or February 2016. Very, very, around that time. That's more than 8 years ago, so I don't remember. But I think they will request that the school send the thing, and you just have to reach out to the school for the school to send these things to them, and the information should be on their website. I think the information should be on their website. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for your time, and yeah, I'm already tired. So tomorrow is visa interview coaching, visa interview mock session. So yeah. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time.
Hi, welcome to my first video. My name is Shaibu. The goal of this channel is first to help students get admission and funding into schools abroad. Secondly, to help students get their visas approved. And finally, to help students navigate through life in